What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 67 of my Total Warhammer 3 Boris Ursus and Ogre campaign. So as we saw last time, we went through several smaller battles, including seeing off the siege of Tsar Nagrand with Urogny and co, as well as the culminating battle, which was a small fight with the garrison out of Mount Greyhag, who were sieged by the minor faction, the rogue army, the Treaty of Asher, who were destroyed for our trouble. But it was a pretty fun fight, so I'm glad that it happened. Otherwise, we ended off last episode with the ability to have even more fights, including, and in particular, we have to see off the Gragbet the Carver and Cuss the Big Bridge armies of the Ogres, which are pretty interesting. They have a lot of saber tusks in their armies together, which means a lot of potential for flanking us, plus a ton of Gorgers as their main line. Though weirdly, not any Stonehorns. We saw so many of those, it's now very strange to see any army at all belonging to the Ogres not have a ton of Stonehorns, but hey, I'm hardly going to complain about this one. So the first thing that we'll want to do is, well, I guess there's a lot of buildings to build and heroes to move and stuff like that. You know what, maybe we'll do the fights first because it'll give us money, and then we'll use that money to build stuff. Alrighty, so I guess Hadra, you're going to move first. We'll move you up here, and okay, you got intercept. Damn. I was thinking that might happen, but, you know, I guess we have no choice. Well, maybe you can soften up the army before Boladna moves in. You're not winning this one, that's for sure. Mostly because... I mean, I really... yeah. The thing is, the Saber Tusks and the Gorgers are all going to just move in and kill the Iron Drakes, who are not going to be able to then do anything. Well, let's play just this regularly, just try to do as much damage as possible to the enemy army. Maybe I shouldn't have bothered doing that. Nah, whatever. Nah, but then we wouldn't have been able to use Hadra anyway. It's so annoying that we are stuck in this frickin' underway stance, because he was definitely in range of a regular stance movement. It just makes this army fairly useless. Oh well. Oh well, he's no Kalon Copperpot, that's for sure. Alrighty, so I think what we'll want to do is we'll want to put you two as the main line. And then the regular Slayers are going to try to move them out to the flanks and have them perhaps attack those Lead Belchers if we can, while otherwise everybody else wants to maybe group up. In fact, I might even want to further group you guys together once we get closer to the enemy, I'll see. And maybe we actually set these guys even further back. In case anybody tries to push through. I don't know, maybe something like that. Alright, start battle. They've intercepted us. Does that mean they'll attack us or no? I guess we'll find out, because they can't be... Ooh, wait, if they can't see... we can't see them, they can't see us, generally. Nah, they're moving forward. I was hoping to get past their artillery range and Lead Belcher range. Okie dokie, well, here they come. Let's move closer. Alrighty. Man, I guess we have to charge them, don't we? Or else that artillery will do too much damage. Oh well, not much to do about it then, but go. Alright, move. Oh wow, one shot from that really hurts those Giant Slayers, doesn't it? Do we disable the artillery with an immediate summon? We're not close enough to take too much advantage of it, unfortunately. Yeah, that's one of the main problems with the Dwarven army. You know what, I guess we get a little bit closer and then we summon on top of the Lead Belchers as well, which is probably right now. Alright, summon. Hopefully they'll all get distracted while we charge. At least as many of them as possible will get distracted while we charge. Breathe. Oh, okay, you're immediately engaged. Okay. Everybody else, let's make you group, I don't know, 2. Group up, charge. I'll tell them to charge individual units after. Oh man, so much damage to our poor Giant Slayers. And oh wow, look at that Elemental Bear. It's getting absolutely wrecked here. Yeah, also let's just speed it up. I mean, this is obviously kind of a waste of time, so... Alrighty, that Elemental Bear is actually dead before we get there. Damn. Those Gorgers plus those Lead Belchers really hurt giant units like that, don't they? Yeah, I fear that we're not going to be able to get through this to actually attack the Lead Belchers in the artillery. I'll give it a try. And even the Giant Slayers aren't having such a good time. Even after, I mean. You, Slayers, let's give you some armor. And yeah, you're going to get charged by Gorgers. I was hoping to hit the Lead Belchers with you. We just don't have enough units at this point. Alright, you. Maybe you can burninate the Lead Belchers. I doubt it, but who knows. You want to maybe use the melee attack increase? I don't think it's gonna do much. Oh, the lead belchers are gonna fire at the, I'm gonna fire at the... oh, wow, yeah. Okay, all of our units are dead. We just don't have the enough units to deal with this. It's okay. It's okay. That's what Blood of the Defender is gonna deal with. They're really not even gonna be softened up that much. At least the hey, don't skirmish. At least the Slayers will fight to the death, which might mean a little bit of extra damage. All right, and Lord, you can fight to the death as well. I doubt you're gonna be killing a Tyrant though. All right, Slayers. You've heard some of the Saber Tusks. Yeah, man, if this army was joined with our other army, this would have been a lot better than them getting intercepted. But what can you do? And got screwed by that stupid underway bug. Alright, looks like all of our Giant Slayers are dead. Our Lord is basically dead and has done no damage at all to this Tyrant. Pretty pathetic, Hadra. What of the legacy of Kalon Copperpot, Alright, and our Iron Drakes are done. Let's just speed it up to max until the rest of them die. And then let's get our main army in here. Close to feed, I doubt it. I guess it's just by sheer virtue of the amount of models they have, which is few. Damn, I was really hoping to get rid of at least the Nobbler Scrap Launcher, but we didn't really have any way to do it. Too bad there isn't a hotkey to change stances. What a waste, and we paid requisition for that army. But anyway, you guys are still open for attack. Let us level up, and then let's hit them with our main force, which, unlike that one, will be a cinematic fight. Do we want army upgrades this time around? I think we have all the other army upgrades, so we're just heading towards Quartermaster, which, to be fair, is definitely needed. Yeah, alright, fine. Let's go Quartermaster, 2 points. Let's get whatever we can get for you guys. We have Immortality and we have Enduring Devotion, so we have most of the good stuff. Wild-Eyed is not going to help us. Inviolable, we have decent armor. So it's basically either Wild-Eyed or Inviolable. I guess go for Wild-Eyed. Did you go for the same thing? No. Oh, you need Harsh Survivor, or you need Healer. And you need Wild-Eyed as well. And you have Enduring Devotion. Alright, now they're the same. Do we want to give them anything in terms of items for this particular battle? We did get some new items recently. You have the Glittering Scales, the Warrior Bane, and the Opal Amulet. You have the Steppe Hunter's Horn. You have nothing. Don't we have a Van Horsten's Speculum in here somewhere? Yes, we do. Yes, you know what? You can carry a Van Horstman's Speculum while you carry the Steppe Hunter's Horn. Gonna be a little bit different. You have the Tormentor's Sword, whereas you have the Warrior Bane, as well as the Glittering Scales and the Opal Amulet. You both have Opal Amulets, but I don't think there's anything better that we could give you two, is there? I mean, I guess we... Oh, 2 Pigeon Plucker Pendants? Goodbye. Fuse into another Snowflake Pendant. I mean, it's not that the Snowflake Pendants are bad, it's just that we don't need them for you guys. I guess we could give you Talismans of Protection instead of the Opal Amulets. In theory. And in practice. Yeah, why not? Why not? Obsidian Amulet is useless. Helms of Discord would be nice, but would it be better than Glittering Scales? Permanent -5. I mean... It's a very nice item to have. It's just that neither of these are going to go into your army because they're going to go into Boris's army, or at least one of them is. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to give at least one to this army. Let's do this. Well, first of all, we'll switch you off of the Opal Amulet to the Talisman of Protection, and we'll do the same with you. But for you, instead of that Gambler's Armor, we'll give you that Helm of Discord. We have a lot of debuff potential with you guys, which is just the way I like it. And the way I was thinking, we don't need to give a Helm of Discord to Yarogni's army, because he's primarily a ranged army. Whereas this is more of a melee army by far. And Talisman of Protection, there we go. Now you have 1, 2, 3, well, 2 debuffs and 1 buff. And you have you have 2 passive debuffs and 1 active. Actually, if we could go all passive, all active on them, but no, that's not going to happen. Alrighty, I guess we're fighting like this. Let's see what we can let's see what we can make happen. Let's try to attack Cuss the Big Bulge first. And ooh, wait, are we in range of the garrison from Erengrad? We are. I'm willing to bet he's gonna move away, though. No, no, oh, we're not actually in range, damn. Alrighty, Pyrrhic victory, eh? Alright, let's see what we can do about this. Yeah, see, this army doesn't actually have the ranged units, so if we had been able to destroy those, that would have been amazing. But either way, we're gonna do this cinematically. We do still have magic and they lack it, so we have that little advantage as well. We have all of our Streltsy ready to go, though ironically, they were built for stone horns. Oh, maybe that's why the AI is building tons of Gorgers now. It seemed that we built the Streltsy to counter the stone horns, and is now doing something else. I think the AI is programmed to be able to do that. I think it is, so that could be the reason. Interesting. Although, to be honest, I'm still more threatened by the Stonehorns. Mostly because they can just break through our lines and the AI is really annoying with them. But either way, let's get to it. Cinematic battle time. Let's see if we can kick these guys out of our territories.
Blizzard. My snows shall keep you safe this day.
Alrighty, here we go. Unfortunate about Hadra and his army, but, well, I suppose our army is starting off hurt, and now their army is also slightly starting off hurt, so fair enough. Damn. Those scrap launchers are shockingly accurate. Alrighty, especially as the little Groms tend to have a difficult time knocking down Nobbler scrap launchers. You see what I mean? Shooting the Nobbler scrap launchers, and even though it's like shooting the broadside of a barn. I mean, look at the giant thing. It's huge. I'm missing. There you go. There you go. That was a much needed set, about half HP. We need to take more shots. All of our great cannons are currently firing on the lead belchers, so the arty is exchanging shots with the arty at this point, and the cannons are exchanging shots with the cannons, I suppose. Honestly, while I'm annoyed at Hadra, it's mostly because of the bug, not so much about the interception, because, you know what, he didn't get intercepted several times previously when he was running away from the ogres before, so at the very least, while he did get intercepted now, it was a long time coming. Man, we just missed like 10 shots in a row with the frickin' little Groms. Come on, that thing still had half HP. Also, unfortunately, the enemy army is arriving on the side here, so our position ain't so great. Plus, we got a lot of forest kind of blocking the enemy. Now, granted, it would be good to fight the enemy ogres in the forest when we have the when we have a lot of melee options, but we don't really. This is turned into a more ranged army by virtue of the lack of Zargard at this point. I'm watching those cannon shots arc over, though. There you go. Alrighty, how are we looking at this? Let's see, the Nobbler scrap launcher looks like it's just about out of the picture, and so are the lead belchers. So at the very least, we've dealt with most of the enemy ranged units, but now the enemy army is angry. We've kicked the Hornet's Nest, or the Ogre's Nest, enough so that they're going to approach us, and it looks like they will not be approaching in a single blob, but attacking us from several directions at once. Plus, a few units are going to move in to flank us, no doubt. So this is going to be very much iffy. We don't really have the melee line to hold this, so that means they will be among our ranged troops, and that's what's going to be dangerous. We do have our ringers, aka our Demigryph Knights, so they're going to help out. We're also going to use as many of these summons as possible, meaning the Elemental Bear and the and the Snow Leopard, to block off the enemy, but we'll see how long that helps out. Looks like a Flock of Doom coming down on some of our range units here. We're also going to move as many Zargard in out front as possible to distract the enemy and allow our range units to fire just a little bit more. I also moved out our Patriarch to block a few enemies as much as possible here, getting a few extra shots into that Cuss the Big Bulge Tyrant. One of our Streltsy are trying to shoot him down from here, but there we go. It looks like our armored Kossars are going to get charged. Our Beledna, the defender, is moving in to help with the defense, as she likes to do, and defend on this side of the map. We're looking pretty good here. Let's see. It looks like most of the enemy are distracted, and we do even have a unit of Demigryphs to sort of deal with this. Unfortunately, quite a few more enemy units are moving in through the forest where we A, can't see them, and B, can't shoot them. More importantly, while we were able to really soften up this portion of the enemy via summoning the Elemental Bear and shooting all these units with our artillery, now the enemy army is getting here. We're also sending the Demigryph Knights to try to countercharge as much as possible, but they will be through our melee line, such as it is, very soon and very quickly at that. Get them, Demigryphs. At least the Demigryphs are going to be able to bring them down quite well. We're going to get a Tormentor Sword and a Helm of Discord debuff going down to try to stop more enemies. Ooh, did that guy just take a cannon shot to the face while fighting? Nice. I guess it's nice to have bigger targets like this. Actually, turned out to be a pretty cool battle, at least from the looks of it. Just like the Ogre's trying to charge through the lines, I was trying to hold on, but they're slowly, or quickly rather, making it through. Yeah, but the Ogres are now outnumbering the poor armored Kossars here, which are definitely not going to hold the Streltsy, trying to back off and shoot the enemy Tyrant, which is also broken through and is currently, as I was saying earlier, being distracted by that Snow Leopard. Alrighty, how are we doing? Over on this side, there is a bunch of enemies, but they are fighting both the Demigryphs led by the Patriarch, as well as under a Heart of Winter. By herself here, Beledna the Defender anchors one of the lines. She is surrounded, but she does have a healing potion, so I'm not as worried about her as I might be about one of the Patriarchs. Yes, the Patriarchs do have Saliak's Lullaby, but unfortunately, we probably shouldn't use that on Patriarchs alone, instead of units that are surrounding them. As we can see, while the enemy army is pretty badly damaged, they are quickly, as I've already mentioned 3 times, overwhelming the armored Kossars. Frankly, they didn't do it as quickly as I thought they would, which is why I kept saying quickly. Well, balance of power is actually turned to our favor now, that the enemy has actually lost fewer troops than we have, which is obviously concerning considering they're ogres. Alrighty, you got this, Demigryphs, it's all you. And at this point, I'm just completely ignoring the Nobblers. I think the Great Cannons are actually firing at them. Alright, Ice Sheet going down just to slow down the enemy a little bit. As we can see, most of our Streltsy are unfortunately now engaged in melee. I keep trying to back them off just a little bit to get a few shots in there. Like this one is backing off. This one's engaged. This one's trying to back off but getting chased by Iron Guts. This one might actually be able to fire if it doesn't get charged by those Nobblers. Come on. You guys don't need to be in melee. Fire. Nope. Back it off. What about you guys? Oh, come on, he's charging you directly. Fire at will. Yeah, there really needs to be a fire at will option for these games in generally. And not the fire at will that we have. Not the fire at will that means if they stay still, they fire at whoever they want, but an individual fire at will, as in a fire at will order for the entities that make up the unit. Rather than trying to fire at a single unit, they should be able to fire at whatever other enemy entities are in range. Because yeah, clearly if there's an ogre charging you directly in the face, you're gonna be like, nah, I don't have line of sight to another ogre that's like half of battlefield away, and I'm just going to stand here and let him cleave my skull in two, rather than actually fire at him with my fully loaded axe gun there. I'm just saying. Alrighty, well, there we go. It looks like the enemy did not quite manage to make it through. It actually really turned quite quickly there for a second. Like, they were getting through, most of our armored Kossars were badly damaged, and suddenly the entire army, I guess, suffered enough army losses, and they decided to shatter. To be fair, most of their units, oh, down goes their Tyrant to cannon fire and to Streltsy fire. Yeah, it looks like a lot of their ogres were dead. It was mostly Saber Tusks and the Nobbler Trappers that we were ignoring completely, because they're both at full HP, that are left. Our Streltsy, I mean, this unit, I guess, was able to continuously fire where the other ones got engaged in melee, so good job to them. Our heroes were the absolute, well, heroes, our heroes and lords, I guess, of this particular battle, in addition to the artillery. They really anchored several portions of the line. Our Zargard held on, and our armored cost very, very badly beat up along with the Zargard, but just managed to make it through. This one's down to 17 units only. 35 on this one, 41 on this one, but you can see that regardless of the model count, their HP was like at 10 to 15%. Alrighty, well, it's time to speed this up a little bit. A really nice looking battle, though, I gotta admit. I enjoyed that one. Yeah, everybody gonna move in, gonna get those Salyax Lullabies. One of the great benefits of having multiple units that can provide the Salyax Lullaby is that we don't have to wait for cooldowns. Alright, well done, Demigryphs. Take out another unit. An obvious close victory. I'd almost call it a Pyrrhic victory. I think it was right on the edge there, because we were definitely running low on melee units, and these Streltsy, even though they're hybrid units and, you know, decent melee combatants, quote-unquote, they're not as good as their stats would seem to say. The hidden stats make them a lot worse in melee, and they just crumble very quickly regardless, but they're great in range and very, very useful against all those armored targets. Anyway, let's see what the damage is and see if we've lost any units, so I don't think so. Alrighty, not too bad. We didn't end up losing any of our units, so it came really, really close to that one armored Khazar unit. Obviously, the Khazars can't hold the line quite as well as the Zargard, which were originally supposed to make up the main line here, but obviously we haven't had time to replace them, because, well, you know, events. Otherwise, I think... Oh, wow, 4%? Wow, only 1,100, damn. Not a lot of options. I'm willing to bet these armies aren't dead either, so we'll probably have to move in and actually finish them off. I don't know. You know what, let's just go for the Salyak provides, I think. Just a little bit of extra replenishment. Now, I don't think you'll be able to reach either of these now, will you? And you'll just have to go back to Erengrad? I mean, they'll obviously move on. No, I think you can reach this one at the very least. Alrighty, we got a free Kislevite Khazar. We stole a Sword of Battle, not that that one matters. Yeah, I would have loved to be able to reach you. Oh, we also have to destroy that camp, ideally. Or else it'll just keep annoying us here. Alrighty, well, either way, let's go after you. I'm not gonna bother leveling anybody right now. Can we auto-resolve this? No, because apparently our massive range superiority does nothing, and half our melee line will die. Alright, let's just speed through this nonsense. I hate when the game does this. Like, there should be like a second box, like a second box where you can drag units and say, do not partake in battle, or something like that, for auto-resolve purposes. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to commit every single unit of an army every time. Do real armies commit their wounded to battle, like the wounded that are like intense and can't move? I don't think so, game, because they can't move. Yeah, just having to fight unnecessary battles is one of those things that it does tend to make me a little bit salty. Just stay all the way back here somewhere. In fact, wait, hide yourselves in that little wooded area, like so. There we go. Now they can still reach us with their range. You know what? Just back off. You guys can be up front. There you go. They want to shoot you. They're welcome to. All right, you guys. All right, start deployment and attack little Groms. Target the artillery piece. In fact, all of you target the artillery piece. Group 1, speed up to max. And that thing should be dead. There we go. And next we go for those lead belchers. Another couple shots should do it. There we go. Yeah, game. Yeah, half our army will die. Thanks. X auto-resolve. Clearly. Especially considering our artillery outrange their artillery, the game should at least take that into consideration when considering the auto-resolve. Although I suppose in those cases it would vastly favor building forces with massed artillery that outrange enemy armies. Yeah. Probably not easy to program a good auto-resolve, which is why nobody has ever done it. Let us now move back into Erengrad if we can reach it. It doesn't look like it, but I guess it doesn't matter all that much. Let's go into channeling stance then. We'll stay here, and then we'll move towards the camp when possible. I don't know if it'll be possible next turn. Ooh. I'm also hoping that... Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I was thinking that what if there's another full Ogre stack nearby, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Alrighty, that's fine. We got 2,700 money, but that was not the only move that we can make. We can also have Boris move around this thing, like so. Don't walk into it, Boris. And attack this guy. Kill him, and move back afterwards. Since we're about to heal up, let's just auto-resolve this one. No, wait, if we auto-resolve this one, the entire army will die, and no, but I don't think it'll matter.
We are invincible, Kislev.
I was about to say, if we manually fight it, a couple units will be left alive, and then we can chase them down and get another free reveal, but, eh. Alright, what do we got here? A blue Z. Okay, that doesn't help us. A Mask of E. Okay, well, we know that this goes there, and this goes to somewhere. Yeah, that doesn't help. Let's go into here, identify more teleport sigils. Oh, we got a boon. Income from oh, damn, how much income are we getting? I'm tempted. I'm very tempted, but we're still in a race with Scarbrand, damn it. 90% from trade. How much money are we making from trade right now? Yeah, see, the thing is, if we don't do this... but we really need money, because it'll help us. We could try to avoid... Damn it, we'll try the boon. I'm just really hoping that we're making at least like 2,000 money or something like that. We're at 4.4k. With this, we are at 5.3k. Kind of worth it. I mean, decent amounts of money. Ironically, I think that would have been the last reveal because we can see everything. I suppose we could always go up here. Scarbrand's probably getting very, very close to his thing. We'll have to decide. This will take one turn if we march stance, and this will take one turn. We could go up here without knowing where the red thing will lead. It won't lead here. So basically we have two locations. We have this location, where we don't know where it will go, and we have this location where we don't know where it will go. I'm still inclined to risk this one, mostly because we've been, well, to get to this one, we have to go back through Yellow Z, which means going back through backwards Pink S, which means going back through L, which we just came through. If we're gonna go somewhere, we might as well go forward. Although I suppose if the red thing connects to here, this will take us there anyway. But if the red thing connects us to here, it'll do the same. Yeah, we might have to go for a long way around. I guess we'll find out next turn or next episode. Now, Urogny. Buddy, you have places to be, which is Uskalak. Let's see if they attack. I do expect them to run from me. I don't really care about the attrition that you're gonna suffer here. Ooh. Although... No, you know what? Do this. Now I'm also thinking, what if we... Well, first of all, you don't need to be here anymore, right? Zarnagrand, I think you're okay to defend yourself with Alexander Castina nearby. We take Alexander Castina, we put her into the Falls of Doom. At least temporarily. Leaving Zarnagrand alone. There we go. Then, we delete all of these. Well, maybe not all of them, just in case we need to defend. Let's delete half of them. A little bit more cash flow. Then, next turn, you're gonna start recruiting heavy war sleds as well as other war sleds. And maybe we swap Urogny's light war sleds out to heavies. I mean, the fact that they have half the armor of heavy war sleds does make me feel like we probably want to put them. We're gonna make light war sleds the main portion of Alexander Castina's army. She's gonna be a war sled driver. Actually, I really find it unfortunate that ice witches can't get a war sled as a mount. I feel like that should be an option, you know? Keep the warbearers to the patriarchs, which does make sense, and then the war sleds for the ice witches. I think that would be really nice. At least as an option. And then let's see, Masya Zeglov, you have to stay where you... Yeah, you can't do anything. Okay, Alexander Castina, Bill Edna, the critical failure. Okay, we're good. Now, time to use some of our cash. We got upgrades to make. You're about to get a rebellion, but hopefully it's not going to be a big enough one to destroy you. Castle Alexandrinov, the same. I was originally going to send Hadra Ironbeard to deal with you, but since he's an idiot and can't do anything but underground stance, he's dead. Guess he deserved it for that. I don't know if he'll be able to hold. We might have to retake that. Oh well. Now, upgrades. Upgrades. Now's the time. More marble. We probably don't need that here. Although Tower of Grief will be upgraded next turn. Will we still need the growth? I mean, the Black Fortress will grow, but slowly. But that might not be the worst thing in the world. You know what, we'll delete it in a little bit. Gormadny. No, you're much more likely than anybody else to get attacked, so let's not upgrade anything there. Scrap Towers, that's a definite yes for this upgrade. Alright, more money. How many more turns? We have 5 turns left of Lost Cargo, 9 turns left of Tzeentch's boon. So we got to build up our empire in terms of money making while we have this short chance. Northern Oblast. I'm sorely tempted to get all of the trade quorums up, but let's see if there's anything else anywhere that would help us out. We can increase our tradable resource production further in combination with Tzeentch's boon, but at 7k, it feels a little bit not worth it. Cursed City, Karak Vlag. The thing is, we have all the money-making stuff here, and anything we get as a bonus to this will be minor. So, probably not worth our time or effort. Also kind of tempted to delete this Gospoda, and honestly this church as well, but that's 6 control that we would have no replacement for. Where is this again? This is over here. Crack Peak, Seep Gore, eh? I mean, if we were to do this, we could build public order buildings here and replace these with the money buildings. But 12k is a little bit steep. Alright, let's upgrade these Hallowed Woods at the very least to upgrade the farm money making. Like so. We're gonna leave this by. We're going to... You know what, might as well get the extra public order from the church. Sheriff Gorgoth, you're looking good. Are we getting any public order bonuses? No. So it seems that as long as you have a single church, you're good? Seems highly suspect. Why? I feel like that's not the case in several of our other locations. Is something else providing bonus to public order? I don't think there's anything here that gives us public order. Weird. Wait. No. Huh. Wondering why this is even. Because usually it doesn't feel like the single church is enough at all. I feel like the Hallowed Wields or Woods should at least provide 1 public order. But anyway, let's keep upgrading these for more cash, which we will run out of shortly. No churches here. Yeah, you're also actually good, huh? But this is an old province. Maybe that's partly why. Okay, let's just go back through this a little bit. For 1 second at least. You're gonna stay as you are, Frozen Landing. Do we just upgrade you to 3? Pig Barter? Screw it. Screw it, let's start upgrading everything while we have the cash to do so. It won't be the case afterwards. And there we go, that's all the cash that we have. We got more upgrades to do, and we'll have to do them when we're able to, well, bring in that cash. Garrison, unassigned skill points, imminent rebellion, where? Karak-Kraketon, yeah, we know about that one. That's not a problem at all. Alrighty, well, then I guess we end another turn, and then we proceed. This guy's gonna attack Helpit, we don't care about that. Oh, I do care about the, I do care about all this corruption, but there's not much we can do about it. Ooh, speaking of corruption, now that I think about it, once we're through and we're ready for the final fight, the Shadow Legion will have options to attack both Prague, because it has the, well, they're probably not gonna... Okay, they're not gonna win in a fight against Prague. They will be able to attack Helpit. Well, might be able to win in a fight against Helpit. I'm just looking at the places where a rift will open. Oh, damn it, our stupid allies. They have rifts everywhere that they refuse to close. Man, you know what? We're probably gonna have to summon some more heroes later on, once we have the money to do so, just to close rifts in our allied territories, or else we get those Shadow Legion jerks everywhere. There's another one here. Erengrad, same. All of our main provinces should be fine, unless I'm missing at least one. You're good, right? We gotta prepare, because Boris could be through at any second. Ooh, you don't have one. I guess we build one at Scrap Towers for you. Really gotta remember to do that. Will that happen in the next 3 turns? Oh, I'm concerned now. Well, let's hope so. Because, yeah, none of these territories will be able to hold off a Shadow Legion invasion. Granted, there's no guarantee that a Shadow Legion invasion will pop up there, but it's still a concern. You're good, Black Fortress, and I think everybody here is also good. Yes. Also, do we still need the Streltsy building here? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. We can delete this. And the reason for that is because we can now globally recruit Streltsy via the Citadel of Prague. And it's not like anybody's going to recruit them from here anyway. Now, alright, let's delete that. Let's end the turn. Let's see if anybody's going to attack us. Though I don't think anybody's in range now. That could very well change. Alright, Legion of Chaos. You're going to probably annoy... So wait, that's not the Legion of Chaos. Ooh, where are you headed? Up to our territory, most likely. Okay. Might mean a siege of somewhere. Oh, don't make me send Boludna back there. Alright, Rebellion in the Ivory Road. That we knew about. Rebellion in Troll Country. That we also knew about. Faction destroyed Scriveners of Fate. Boludna is now corrupted by Slaanesh. Oh, that's probably the critical failure. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Gifting Eyes, so Boris is also corrupted. Man, everybody's getting corruptions today. Hey, mission successful! We have a high income. First time ever. Alrighty, Crown of Command, good. Now, what do we have to deal with? Well, we have to deal with running out of time. That's what we have to deal with, or at least one of the things that we have to deal with. Boludna, try to steal tech here. Success, and, damn, not quite to that level 20. Dwarfs are continuing to build up their army here at Crackerjack. Hopefully we can hold them off. Yarogni, you're going to deal with that. In fact, you can just auto-resolve this little army for more cash.
Face my ire.
Alright, you go here. Alright, auto-resolve this. Nobody will die. We don't need to fight these garbage little stacks, especially not with Yarogni's army. Yeah, they would have died before they even reached our battle lines, most likely, even with their speed. Let's take the extra cash.
No more threat than
Alrighty, there you go, Yarogni. Good. Now, I'd love for you to well, I guess these armies could swap some units later. Let's start moving Yarogni out. Continue moving him out, rather. We need to go here, because nobody else is going to deal with this for us. I would like to take various territories up here, but obviously that's also going to be a problem. Alrighty, well, regardless, that doesn't mean Yarogni can stop moving, so you continue moving. March stance, away you go, buddy. Even if there's a full stack and you're in March stance, let's say Yarogni's gotten hit in March stance before, and it never really worked out for the enemy, so I think we'll be fine. Unless it's like several stacks. Otherwise, ooh. Grade you. Otherwise, I'm just looking if there's anything else simple that we can do this turn, but I don't think that there is. I guess we can send Boludna to auto-resolve this camp to death. In fact, stop with the channeling. Kill the camp. And then move back here to Erengrad. You can auto-resolve this one at the very least. Alrighty, and money is kind of worthless. Let's just, well, it's not worthless, it's just that we don't get enough here. Another banner, another useless banner. Alright, and then I guess you're gonna move back into your own territory. Oh wait, if you go into channeling, you can still go back into your own territory. Beautiful. Alright, stay in channeling, stay in Erengrad, and Erengrad, immediate upgrades, and they're all at 1 turn, which is absolutely beautiful. Ooh, and now, most importantly, we get the stall building upgraded, or buildable, and let's see, upkeep for war sleds and little groms, minus 15. Now that is very nice. But income from buildings and trade faction-wide in combination with what we're doing is pretty damn solid. I'm tempted to say we're probably best off building the Linsk Bridge immediately, because it's a faction-wide money upgrade. What else can we build here right now? Oh, we do need the breastworks, but, you know, would the City Watch just be able to do this for us? I mean, the reduction in attrition under siege is great. Honestly, there's a lot of useful stuff here. Honestly, the extra growth building would be really helpful as well, but we need the market right now because it's a faction-wide upgrade for trade and for markets. Maybe we have to skip the Linsk Palace for now. 8% trade isn't going to be huge. And we would skip it for the growth? Or the curtain wall? I mean, the ammunition is great, but it's not really necessary unless we get... You know what, I think we go for the Tribal Bivouac and the Ungol District generally just for the extra growth. So that we can get up to Tier 4 faster. And Tier 5, obviously, but we'll delete this eventually. Let's do that. We need more and more growth here. Alrighty, well, anyway, that's enough for this for now. We're going to continue next time with Beledna doing something. I am not entirely sure what as yet. Oh, and these guys might actually be able to reclaim Altdorf after losing it. You disappointed me greatly by losing it at that point. Yeah, we will maybe move Beledna through this. I think we might still need to move her up here to deal with Castle Alexandrinov as well, mostly because we now don't have Hadra or any other little army to deal with this for us. We also have the potential of needing to move down here as Jared is coming in for the attack on the Northern Oblast. Will he be able to go through as a single stack? I don't know. But if he sieges, he might actually not be able to because we now have Erengrad Harbor defenses. So that'll be fine. Uragni's going to move up. We're probably going to start building some war sleds with the U ASAP, though the recruitment cost reduction would be swell as well. Actually, they're pretty cheap to actually construct at 713 here, which is not too bad. And that's without any recruitment cost reductions. Like, we could swap you off to relief columns. Although now I'm thinking, will that actually save money considering we'll be losing 7% of income from the main city? I mean, for a full stack, it'll most likely be worth it. You know what? Fine. We can switch to relief columns for now. Anyway, as I said, we'll be doing that. We'll probably have to fight here. And Boris will continue moving to the Impossible Fortress. I don't know whether he can reach it next episode, but I'm willing to bet that since we only have 2 more locations that we have to find... Oh, in fact, after we kill this Tsarkan over here, that'll tell us exactly where we have to go, since there's only 2 locations where we don't have our... the... Locus is found, so that means next episode we will know exactly where we will go, so stay tuned for the path to the Impossible Fortress to finally be revealed, and for possibly more battles somewhere, because we got a big empire and things are always happening. Also, don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.